Yeah, it's okay. Do you want to just turn the TV?
Hey?
I don't know if you can turn the TV live stream on.
No, you can't. It's adopting us.
Oh, right, okay.
So where am I doing now? You're on there.
Well, we're live now, so
Yes,
we're half an hour early, but we are live right now. So I just thought we'll wait for a bit.
Yeah, see if it works on TV.
Oh, it's much brighter.
Where the hell am I? I am here.
Is the TV muted?
Yes.
We'll mute it a minute. Just to make sure everyone can hear.
Really,
Oh,
we're
good.
live right now.
All right. Hello. Here we are.
Hi everyone.
Just making sure everyone can hear us. Oh, wow. No one really watches our lives, so we can hear us. Do you want to come in a bit more, Jace? Huh?
Just seeing if I can win the live chat.
So what do you want to start? Do you want to start with your health scare, or should we start with how many things went wrong when we went to Disneyland Paris?
How many things went wrong when we went to Disneyland Paris?
Well, not everything went wrong, but we did break a lot of stuff.
And Irish ferries were their usual punctual selves.
They were so punctual. They were like 4 hours late
both
every
ways.
time. Yeah, both ways. It was bad.
And they sent us on a ferry that'd been on fire 10 days earlier.
Oh yeah, on the way back there was a ferry literally we were like, everyone was just like sort of having a go at Irish ferries, ringing them, texting them, WhatsApping them, Twittering them, and somebody had got hold of them saying that it was all customs and that's what the delays were. And a lady that was French was like, it's not us, it's them, it's all them, didn't she?
Yeah, it's a problem with the ship.
And they were like, the ship was on fire 10 days ago. We didn't even know if this one was going today.
But I didn't tell you. You know when I went to the shop to pay for those goods?
Yeah.
Fire alarm was going off.
Oh, God.
Outside of the shop.
There was a moment.
And the staff did.
There was a moment, wasn't there, where like the kitchen area and the soft play were really close together on this ship. It's quite hard to explain, but it was like right next to it, wasn't it? And there was a time when we'd eaten and in soft play, and I thought, oh my gosh, it really smelled. Something was burning in the kitchen, or the ship was like going for it. I was really worried at one point. I thought, oh God, I don't want to end up in the sea.
But the worrying thing is, we got back on that ship, and then every other sailing on that ship was cancelled for the rest of the day. It stayed in Dover once it got to Dover. Didn't come back out.
We were so lucky. But everyone, it wasn't just us. Like everyone was livid. Like there was a coach driver that was supposed to be going to London,
Victoria.
And he couldn't like, I don't know. It was weird.
Very quick explanation, only because I work on coaches. If you come internationally into Victoria, you have to be there on time.
Well, they won't let you in.
They won't let you in.
I think that's so weird though, because like, how many people are delayed every day? Like, even just you being delayed in your coach, it sounds ridiculous.
Yeah, but
how do you say to get people on and off?
I think it's more to do with the fact that they only can do a 13-hour day maximum.
All right.
So
anyway, let's forget about all of that. Because we're going on a tangent, aren't we? We're good at that. What did we break?
Ida's tablet.
We smashed it. I sat on it and smashed it.
The water tank for the coffee machine after I did the kettle last time.
I just can't believe it. Literally, I cannot believe it. Like I've got no luck with Tassimos, have I? No, Dolce Gusto, isn't it? Dolce Gusto. So my first Dolce Gusto I literally went to London, didn't we, during COVID? It was just sort of mid-lockdowns. I went to London, left it there because I didn't want to use the coffee and tea. So I thought I'll take my own, but I didn't want to use the kettle and all that. So I'll take my own, broke it. No, left it there. And this time I've got one at Christmas, hardly used it, brand new. And the water tank came out and just smashed into a million pieces.
And last time I smashed a glass kettle. So we shouldn't take anything that heats water next time.
So that's how I've got a lovely Smeg kettle, because I said to him, when this kettle eventually breaks, because our old kettle had broken, we will buy a nice Smeg kettle. You know, we'll save up now. Eventually. And then within 3 weeks of having that kettle,
It wasn't entirely my fault.
Broke it.
It was on the top. It fell down. I pushed Ida's wheelchair into it.
And it was glass.
Yes, I know. But I didn't see it fall down, so I just pushed Ida in and then heard the smash.
Yes, so any questions, do ask away. What was the next thing we broke? What was the next thing? The next thing we broke was, the glow sticks.
Oh,
I took a load of glow sticks. Jason put them on the floor. I go and get in the van, travelling at night. I thought, what's that down there glowing? And I didn't even realise the bucket I'd put them in had fallen over and I'd stood on all of them. And so there was about 3 or 4 left over. So Isla didn't get to hand glow sticks out at the annual pass party.
And the ones we did have left, we forgot.
And everything this trip just seemed to go wrong, didn't it? Everything just seemed to go wrong. The ferry was delayed. We were delayed into Paris. My pass wasn't working one day. Then we had issues with your pass and Isla's pass the next day. But they've got massive issues with their payment system, Disneyland Paris, because we come out of the EU. So like the bank, there's banking issues, and we bank for a Swiss bank to pay them, and Belgium, and it's all a bit of a, it's a bit of a to-do. Oh, so it was a bit of a nightmare, wasn't it? But we got there in the end, and then trying to go live in Disneyland Paris kept raining. The wind was ridiculously windy. Some of the lives I was trying to do at the annual pass party, no one was joining. I didn't realise I had it public. I had it private, and it was going public. It wasn't going public, so no one would have been able to see it. It was a palaver. I've learnt my lesson. Let's put it that way on lives. I've learnt my lesson. Going live is an art in the centre of Disneyland Paris. Let's put it that way. It's an absolute art. So I learnt my lesson there.
Isla did get to see her pirates, didn't she?
Yeah, she did. It was worth it.
First time in
Was it worth
5
the money?
years?
Can you put your legs on?
Yeah.
You're putting pressure on my hip. Sorry.
First time in 5 years.
Yes. It was one of the most. The first time we went, it was the most amazing experience, wasn't it? It's Pirates and Princess Festival, years and years ago. The first one they did, and we were so excited to go. And when we saw it, we were like, oh, we have to go to that. So we booked it. I had no idea what it was like. We were there literally for the start, weren't we? And she just adored it, absolutely adored it. And she gets so animated and so excited. And so when it came on the next time, we tried to go, and we went the next time.
And I think it was quite clever how they did it as well.
What the
so they incorporated.
I think it was a bit of a letdown in honesty.
But they've incorporated what was on the floats originally, the stop show and the main show into one 25-minute.
It was just a stage show, wasn't it? But I felt like it was very like, they didn't move around on the stages. I felt it was very repetitive. We were standing at the Pirates stage, and it was just the Pirates on that stage. No one moved like they did. And in the original one, the characters sort of moved around, so the whole crowd got to see all of the characters. And I just felt like our stage was just completely the same. So part of me was upset where we stood, but the other part of me, we stood in the best spot we physically could get at that time. There were so many people there. It was mental.
Considering Isla likes dressing up as a princess, she likes having princess dresses. As soon as that festival comes on, I'm not a princess, I'm a pirate.
But we'd had a really random day. Like it's our Discovery Island vlog, but we never ever walked that way, haven't we, around Discovery Island?
No.
I don't know why. I think maybe the other way is just a quicker or more direct route, and we just followed the traffic. We just happened to I wanted to take a picture of this big sign, so I was like, let's go and take a picture. And then I was like, oh, there's a little waterfall, and it just sort of led into bigger and bigger waterfalls, didn't it? And treasures and little caves, and I had a great time, didn't we? And I just thought, all these years we've been going, and we found a whole new piece of Disney that we didn't know was there. And there's so much there. It wasn't just a little bit that was there.
No, it was a really, really cool experience. Rowan's found his minion.
Is that what it is? It sounds like he's playing with farm animals. But yeah, it was a really nice experience, actually. It was just and then we went, it sort of ends round into, you go around the big pirate ship. There was a play area that we didn't know that was there. Fortunately, it was closed, but it was very rainy and windy. And literally then we went, took you around the back of Pirates of the Caribbean. Yes, you the other path brings you straight out in front of the straight out in front of the ride, and the other path took you around the side. So it was just really nice to like just see a whole new side of things. Like we just a whole new side, like really, really randomly, that we'd never noticed before. And then we went on the Pirates ride, and Isla wanted a new pirate bubble wand, which she absolutely loved, and a pirate flag. And so and she was desperate to go and see the cast member on the ride because they're all dressed up in like their full like pirate gear. And she was like, "Look at my wand! Look at my flag!
She was being funny. She was being funny, wasn't she? When we were walking around with pirates, she was like, "I'm gonna be a pirate when I'm older, and I'm gonna buy a what's it called? A telescope. So I can make sure everyone's saluting me all the time."
And what does everyone think of my hair as well? Because I'm not very good at French plaits, but I'm trying to learn. I've been trying to learn for 2 years. I'm useless. So I'm really.
My hair's been cut back.
And yes, I've cut Jason's. But you look like you look like the Forest had mobbed you there. You were desperate for a haircut, weren't you? So, and it'll be easier for me when we go in May because he has all of his hair cut off because he gets too hot. So you have no hair, do you, when we go to Florida? So it'll be easier for me just to trim it, you know.
And my new employer doesn't care that I have no hair. And my old employer who did.
Like Stagecoach, you had to have a dress code, didn't you? Don't we have a dress code now? You do. You have to wear your uniform. But anyway, so do you want to talk a little bit about your health scare, Jason?
So, I made the mistake of going to the doctors.
No, you didn't.
Nah.
You've not been well a while, have you?
I haven't been feeling
showed
great
them you're
for the
very
last
bloated.
sort of 3 weeks. So yeah, my tummy.
Sit up. Stand up. So come this way. Come this way. You can turn to the side. No, don't get the whole belly out. They don't want to see that. Turn around a bit more this way. Yeah, he's very, very bloated. His stomach's really bloated, and it just isn't going down, is it? And I said I reckon you've got celiac disease, so like a gluten intolerance, because it gets way worse when he has potatoes or when you have pasta. But he has got every single symptom, haven't you, for cancer going? Like every symptom. And the doctor's panicked us a bit, hasn't she?
She panicked herself, to be honest.
Yeah, we are a bit worried, aren't we? I must admit, we're a bit worried.
I do have my dad's annoying habit of not going to the doctors for ages and trying to delay it for as long as I can before finally going, which doesn't always serve me particularly well.
No, but I don't think you should make fun of it. You didn't feel well. You started to feel worse, and you went to the doctors. And you know, I think you've learnt the lesson that you know what men are like. You've learnt the lesson that you know you need to go to the doctors. That's why there's so many campaigns for men to go to doctors. To
be fair, the first thing the doctor said to me was, "If this was Kate or the kids that had been here weeks ago," and I was like, "Yeah." So why weren't you here weeks ago? And I was like, "Because I was busy." And I think that's the problem. I'm always looking after.
I definitely know that it's worrying you because the last 3 days since you've been like very dozy and out of it. And like I'll ask you to do something, and then 4 hours later, I'm asking you to do it again.
Yeah.
Because I'm naturally very bossy. I like to boss him around. Like, get this done. You've made a mess in the kitchen. Tidy it up, boy. But like Rowan chipped 2 mugs, and I said to Jason, throw those away. Rowan knocked one mug into the other mug. I did not put them in the dishwasher. And so I said to him, just get rid of them because they're chipped and I don't want the children touching them or us just drinking or giving them to a guest and them cutting themselves. And like, you know, I'm really like paranoid about that. And I found them in the cupboard. That was not entirely my fault. So you've had all your blood tests, haven't you? Mm-hmm. So he's had loads of blood tests, loads of other tests. And he's got to have got it here. It's a real long word. So he's got to have a diagnostic gastroscopy. He's got to have one of them. So that is basically a camera down my throat and into my digestive system. Well, we've got quite a long list here of. I'm really upset, and I'm going to say it. I thought he was going to have the butt camera. I thought that'll serve him right. No, you did well at Mother's Day, didn't you? You got me some nice bits. There was things I got for Mother's Day that weren't shown, so I also got some Lindt chocolates first thing in the morning. Yeah. I got So the story behind the Lindt chocolates. We went into Card Factory
I'm looking at the cards to find cards from the kids. Isla's to one side of me, picks up a gift bag. So I thought she picked up a gift bag, and she put a box of chocolates in there for Kate. I found out about when I got to the tip. Do you want these chocolates? And I was like, yes. And I looked all chuffed with herself, like, I got them for Mummy. But she's definitely, you can definitely tell she's getting older. She's very much like she wants to look closely at anything that she might be spending her money on. She's becoming a lot more independent with her shopping than she was before.
She'll look at it and think, no, I don't really want to waste my money on that. You can put it back. Then other times she's like, I want all of them. Yeah. And I'm like, do you though? And she's like, yes, I want all of them.
And literally everything that Kate got for Mother's Day, Isla chose.
Yeah, she got me like a Simpsons like nightie, but I'm going to wear it more as a t-shirt. It says, I choose you on the back with Lisa Simpson on the front with a big love heart. It's cute, isn't it? What else did you get me? I'm trying to think. Was there another thing?
Chocolates were in there. You got the face steamy thingy, didn't you?
Oh yeah, I got a face steamer. Yeah, a face steamer from Primark. I don't know if it's any good really, because I did it and then I just didn't see any difference. I don't know if I've got to progressively continue to do it. I'm not very up on it. I need to watch some YouTube vlogs there because I'm not quite sure really. But just going back to you, so we are literally on Tuesday. We have got the appointment at the hospital really early in the morning, so it could be there most of the day. They said most of the morning at least. So I think I'm just going to, we've actually put Isla to respite, so we haven't got to worry about her in the morning. So I think I'm going to take Rowan to soft play, try and keep my mind off things, because obviously, you know, we had really great Mother's Day and great Saturday the day before. We had really big plans. Jason asked me a question and then it's all kind of gone. I was like literally planning our whole like massive travel and some massive stuff for next year, and now it's like sort of gone completely out the window because we can't now plan that until we know what's going on. We just don't know. And I mean, I'm worried that they're going to diagnose you with something and you won't be able to travel in May.
I'm so concerned about that as well.
So, but you know what? Don't worry about it, Jason. Me and my mum and the kids will have a great time for you, love.
Yeah,
all right?
I did think that.
I'm not taking your mum and dad or anyone else with me though. It would just be me and mum and the kids. Actually, I could just take mum and you could have the kids. We'll have a great time over there. Margaritaville. Comment if you're watching, mum. Do you fancy a bit of Margaritaville with me? And he can stay here with the kids?
Yeah.
But I think we just don't know at the moment, do we? It could be bad and it could be good. So what have we got coming up? What have we got planned? We are going away in
May to Florida.
8 weeks.
Yeah.
So 8 weeks. Rowan's crying. We're planning on doing Universal Studios. I don't think we're going to be doing Disney. It's just so expensive. It's like £2,500, which is just mad, just for Disney tickets. Obviously, we are taking my mum with us, so that would be an extra adult as well on top. So it's a lot of money. Here he comes. Here comes the destroyer. He's been destroying everything. Mad obsessed with pebbles this week from the garden. Keeps trying to bring them in. Keep having to chuck them outside again.
There were stones last year. Now they're pebbles this year.
You've got a raging cold, haven't you, buddy?
And then, after we've been to Florida, guys, we're going to Butlins for my birthday.
Yeah, we're going to Butlins.
When I'm 2.
We're going to go Butlins and swim and do all the activities. But what we're going to do in Florida, I think we're going to take you to Legoland. We're going to go to the Crayola, what's it called? The Crayola experience. It looks amazing. Wow. They get to do all sorts of bits and bobs. Yeah. And we're really excited for that, aren't we? Yeah. I think Isla is going to love it for certain things, and then I think Rowan's going to love it for certain things. So I think like we can really branch off there on holiday. Like it's in the aircon, it's all inside. So I think it's going to be a nice experience. It's not going to be too hot. My mum can sit in the coffee shop and she can have lunch and she just can have like a chill out, or she can go off shopping in the mall if she doesn't want to come in, and she can go and enjoy herself, and we can just have some one-to-one. I can have some one-to-one with Isla. We can swap over. So I think it's going to be really, really fun. It looks amazing. They get to like design their own coloured crayon They get to have their name put on a crayon, and I would have loved that as a child.
Yeah, you do.
Like it sounds like, oh, is that it? When you're an adult, like, oh, you get your name put on a crayon. But as a child, I would love that. I'd absolutely love that. I even thought about dressing her as a crayon.
And him as a crayon.
No, I can't dress him as a crayon. He will never. I don't think I can get an outfit. It's small. I will look, but I can definitely dress Ida as a crayon. I know that. I can definitely dress her as a crayon, which I think would just be so fun. But like, it's just like a dress that's like a Crayola and a little tutu. It's just quite fun. So I thought I might do that just for a bit of fun.
Mum, I'm on the telly.
I know. So what else do we want to do when we're on holiday? Where do we want to eat? Do we want to eat in the world's biggest McDonald's?
Yeah.
Yeah, so apparently this McDonald's does like pasta, pizza. It's got like a big fish tank, which I don't know what relevance that's got to McDonald's, but apparently it's a big draw. They've got an absolutely massive play area with like indoor soft play, like indoor ride.
You got to panic
slides.
if they say they just don't fetch some fresh fish.
Yeah. Yeah. Well, you never know. I mean, they could do lobster. But yeah, and then they've got like a play area upstairs, so they've got like an arcade in there. So I think that's gonna be a nice like couple of hours we can spend in like aircon because it's so hot over in Florida. So I think that'll be quite nice. There's also like what is it? There's also a I want to say like a museum, but it's a funny one, isn't it? I can't think what it's called now, but it's like an upside down house.
Yeah.
And everything in there is really like weird, and you can do big experiments with bubbles and all that sort of thing. So I'm really sort of excited for that. Ripley's, yes, I think that's it. Ripley's.
Believe it or not.
Believe it or not, yes, that's the one. So that looks quite good. So I think Rowan and I think Isla will really like that. There's a lot of sensory lighting in there, a lot of stuff to do with your hands, loads of sensory. I can't expect like games that you can use. Just need to use your hands to like move the fish on like a light up board and things like that. So I think that will be also really good for her. I think she'll really enjoy that, and it'd be really like inclusive for her. Because although we love the theme parks and things like that, it's so hot. We're going to get some shopping done, aren't we? We're going to do some shopping. We're going to go to Gideon's Bakery, which, oh my goodness, these cookies at Gideon's are like literally like them, absolutely massive. I think there's something like, are they £1 a cookie, or is it they can't be £2?
No, they're £1.
They're like £1 cookies. They're absolutely massive. And last year, for I think it was August, because we got there at the end of August, they did a key lime pie. Now, if you're even remotely interested in going to Florida, you're remotely interested in going to Disney Springs, and you're remotely interested in going to Gideon's, if you can get the key lime pie, oh my goodness, this cookie was the most amazing thing I'd ever had in my life. It was almost like having a cheesecake but a cookie, but you could taste the lime, but it was dark chocolate and salty. It was just it's like one of these most amazing weird things that like you can experience. I'm just making sure he's got his brushes. I was making sure he's not going to turn my ring light off. Rowan,
you coming back up for your brushes?
You got some brushes? Have you got some brushes? And we've heard we're actually staying on International Drive this trip, aren't we?
Yeah.
And there is a it's like a bus, but they call it the iTrolley in America, which basically just goes around all of the touristy bits. And we've never actually stayed where we can use that as a facility. Can you take that off for me? It's quite noisy. Rowan, you don't need to clean the house. Rowan's got 2 shoe brushes out the cupboard because I've done Jason's hair. And he's now brushing the playmat down. But it stops in all different types of places. So we're going to go to Icon Park, I think it is. And there's an actual Gordon Ramsay's restaurant there. It's just fish and chips, so it's like cheaper. But I thought, I'm going to give it a go because there's a really great fish and chip shop on property at Disney Springs called, Finnegan's. It's called Finnegan's. And they do like this Cooks of Dublin. But it's connected to the Finnegan's restaurant, isn't it? It's all the same brand. And they've got they've got a restaurant you can sit in, which is called Finnegan's, and then you've got Cooks of Dublin, which is just like the takeout for fish and chips, and it's nothing like our fish and chips would be wrapped in the UK, you know, in your paper, and you've got that like sort of greasy element to it. It's nothing like that. And a bloke was trying to say to me in America, like, what, how does this like compare? Like, is this anything like it? And I was like, in what way do you mean? And my husband was looking at me and I was like, well, I don't know what to say to him, because I was like, it's fairly similar, but it's nothing like it. Because like we wouldn't have a cheese and, is it a cheese and ham dip they have?
Cheese and bacon.
Cheese and
It's
bacon.
also
So they do
Republic of Ireland
most
rather than...
amazing cheese and bacon dip. I mean, I can't even tell you. It's almost like, and is there whiskey in there? Because it's almost got like this whiskey, cheesy, bacony taste. It's very odd, but it's really addictive. When you first try it, you're like, I don't like it, and then you just can't leave it alone, can you?
No.
And you can't imagine fish and chips then without it. But obviously you have to, because we don't do it here. So I am interested to see how much better
what he said was
Gordon Ramsay's is.
It was how's this compared to British fish and chips? And the person I thought was, well, for starters, it's
doesn't-
Irish.
Yeah. That was a hard question, because it was very much like,
It's Republic of Ireland as well, so it's not even like...
well, where we live anyway, you get a big piece of fish and you get chips, and they are deep fat fried.
Yeah.
Although they're fried, I think they've been oven baked after they've been fried, so they get that more crispiness, and you don't feel like they've just been bathed in grease. So I didn't really know what to say to him. Let's move on from fish and chips, because also with the iTrolley we are going to go to Icon Park, like I said, and we're going to try the what is it? The Gordon Ramsay's restaurant, but they have got Madame Tussauds there, which we've never done as a family. So as we've got Mum with us this trip, we've never done any Madame Tussauds, and I don't know if it's going to be any different. So we're going to do Madame Tussauds. We're going to do the big wheel at Icon Park, and I'm super excited, and I'll tell you in a minute why we're so excited to do this big wheel. And we're going to do the sea life. So I know Isla's going to absolutely love the sea life, and that again, like I feel like that's sort of like a real relaxing thing for her to do. But she gets quite hot and intense, and I think she'll really love. What? Are you blowing? What are you doing? Yeah. What are you doing? What are you doing there? Pulling faces.
Yeah, face.
Little piggy face. Little piggy face. You got your brushes. Show everyone your brushes then. Show everyone your brushes. That's it. Come see. Come show everyone your brushes.
Yeah.
What you got?
Saying on the TV.
What you got?
Look.
You got a good boy. You should be in bed. It's like, no, I shouldn't. So we're really excited to do the big wheel.
Yeah.
At Icon Park, because you get to see the new theme park being built. That's the Universal theme park. So we're getting to see that in like it being built stages. So I'm really excited to see like what's coming on, because it's looking like it's going to be amazing. They're going to have a Mario Kart, like the Mario World there. They're going to have a new bit of Harry Potter land there. I think it's going to be like, was it Gringotts Bank?
Yeah.
Oh, it's it's the Ministry of Magic. They have a big Ministry of Magic. They're going to have more roller coasters. They're building some really big ones. So I think it's going to be a massive extension for you. It is a massive extension for Universal. But I'm so excited to be able to like see something like that. It's like that moment in time that like you don't often get.
But also, it's being built to directly compete with Disney, isn't it? So it's deliberately aimed at the Disney.
I mean,
market.
I am concerned that, you know, I'm concerned Rowan's going to be a cleaning addict, actually. I'm quite concerned about that. Can you see how he's going? I think that I'm concerned, I am concerned that the price of Universal is going to go up, because I think at the moment we would be looking at around 2,500, isn't it? 2,600 for us to go 2 weeks to Disneyland. Disney World, sorry, for their 5 parks, their 2 water parks, and then for the same, for 2 parks and 1 water park, we're paying around 1,200, I think, £1,300. So I feel like that's a huge difference. You know that. So I do wonder whether, I don't know whether or not 1 more park is going to be enough to justify them putting it up by £1,000. It might be £250 to £500.
Yeah.
But then I think it will be getting into for families that if they want to go 1 year and they want to go the next year, then annual passes are going to start coming into play, aren't they, for people?
Yeah.
Because that might start to work out cheaper.
It already works out cheaper if you're going.
I mean, if we
twice.
If we went
in
when we went
year.
last September, we should have done annual passes because this year would be free. Can you see if we've got any comments? Because I just don't know if we've got any. None have popped up, so I don't know if we have. Yeah, you're not tired, buddy. Is he all cold? He's so congested. He's completely bunged up. Bless him. Really bunged up. And then we've got Butlins after that, haven't we?
Yeah.
And I don't think we've got an awful lot planned until sort of the end of the year. So we're leaving the summer holidays in abeyance. We just don't know. We just don't know if we're travelling or not. I think we just need, once we've got New York paid. So New York is very expensive. Careful, Roby, please.
What are you doing?
He's jumping. Jumping around. He worries me a little bit. Have we got any comments?
I don't know. I can't
No.
find it on here.
Live it would be under.
I'm on the live.
It's funny. I don't think so. Just maybe we have any. Some chat, live chat, all messages are visible. Chat hidden. I don't know what I've just done there. Live chat. Why is that doing that? Live chat. I think it's on. Honestly, it does baffle me sometimes. It really baffles me. I we're trying to do a live, and this boy behind you, if you could see what he's doing, literally, he's like running up. He's folded his playmat up. He's running up it and like tumbling down. I'm thinking, oh, he's going to get hurt in a minute because he's going through that crazy like pre-bed stage when he should already be in bed. And now we've got Thomas. So if you start to it 2, 4, 6, 8, you know he's going for it. Oh no, it's plug turned off, buddy. So, are you feeling nervous for Tuesday? So I think we'll just do an actual vlog update on Tuesday and say, you know, what's happening, what's going on with Jason, and hopefully your bloods are due back as well on Tuesday, aren't they?
Yeah.
What about your other tests? Do you know?
Everything should be back on Monday
So,
because they need it for Tuesday.
Yeah, so that would be great if we can get those back and put our mind a little bit more at rest.
Hopefully.
Rowan Blue, honestly. Any other toddlers massively cars obsessed? Like I say a lot of the time, Rowan's a boy's boy, and I think people look at me like.
Let's switch camera around see if they can show them what he's doing.
No, I don't, because he's got a nappy on. He's not got any trousers on, so I don't really want to. I would if he was fully dressed, but well, it's very hard to keep him fully dressed these days. I don't know what. Honest to gosh, he just like strips off, doesn't he? He's a naturist. He is a naturist. But yeah, so I feel like we're going to wrap the live up. Yeah. And thank you so much for watching. We didn't get any comments tonight. Oh no. I hope the comments were on. I don't know if they were. But thanks so much for watching. We are sorry we've had an invader who's basically just frazzled our minds. He's down there with his brushes. I mean, I might just get all the shoes out and the shoe polish and see if he can just crack on with them for me.
Now he's hiding under the table.
He's now literally climbing under the YouTube table.
Careful.
But yeah, next time we go live, we should be all set up on our YouTube table that I'm making. We need to get the legs to arrive.
Yeah.
Then I can get you to put the legs on.
Yeah.
But yes, so thanks so much for watching. We will see you soon.
Thank you for rolling with the Hatfields.
Just one thing, we've got a few more Disney, oh gosh, my head, a few more Disney Paris vlogs. I think we've got 2 more. And then I think we're going to be getting ready, getting packed for Florida.
Yeah.
Yeah. And yeah, so that'll be all of that, won't it? I don't know if we're going to be doing any more shopping, but I think Mummy wants to do shopping. We need to get to a big Primark and get into a big Primark, do some filming. We just haven't done any shopping vlogs. We just haven't been anywhere near a shop, have we?
No.
We've just been manic with Disneyland Paris and everything. So yeah, so thanks so much, guys. If you're not subscribed, please do like and subscribe. Come along and travel with us.
Travel with us, Nutter.
Florida, 8 weeks, yay!
Say bye, Ro.
Bye, lovely people.
Can you wave?
Can you wave? Oh, Daddy.
Isla's daddy. Or hiya, daddy.
Bye.
Bye. Thank you for watching.